As we continue to persevere through severe weather season, kids may have trouble understanding everything that is happening around them. And we're talking to Tulsa Kids Magazine editor Betty Casey about helping kids through weather anxiety and weather fears. And we see an uptick in this throughout the years. Kids just becoming a lot more fearful, scared of what could happen to them and to their home because they see kind of the worst of it, you know, and they think that that is going to happen to them. And you have a lot of good information coming out in the May issue about this. This one's near and dear to my heart. So,
yes, and I think you gave some good advice that reminding kids that adults will take care of them, I think, is one of the main things that you can do. But
yeah, we talk about that a lot in schools. When we do our weather talks, we say trust your teacher, listen to your teacher. You know, remain calm, take your deep breaths. But tell us what you kind of found and what's going to be coming up in the May issue.
I think, you know, weather fears are very common. Even for really young children, 2-year-olds are afraid of noises. So I think, you know, if your child is being clingy, if they're hiding from storms, of course, we want to give them more love. Depending on their ages, you know, you don't want to over-explain to a very young child, a tornado's coming, because they'll pick up on our fears, they'll pick up on what we're doing. So we want to remain calm too and have a weather plan. And I think as children, and don't have it on all the time, or have your children in the room where you have it on all the time. Of course, we want to watch you and make sure that we're all safe. But they pick up on that, and they pick up on the energy around that, and answer their questions honestly. You know, don't discount them. Say, yes, it's loud. Yes, there's a storm coming, but we know what to do. And I thought your advice was excellent. The adults know what to do, and they don't have to handle it. The children don't have to handle it. Review your weather plan. I think it's good to review your plan and have it practice, and the kids know what to do, you know what to do, so everyone in the family remains calm. You know your place to go in advance and don't wait until the storm is coming.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, and so the kids will feel more secure if you're reviewing that safety plan. And for older kids, if they want to watch the weather and they're watching these storms, explain to them what's going on and that it's not everywhere, and that we know you professionals will tell us what to do and when to take cover and things like that.
Yeah, what are some signs, like, you know, if our child, maybe we're starting to notice, okay, they're a little fearful, but now it's getting worse. And so what are some of those signs that children, you mentioned clingy.
Yes.
Especially in the little ones, I would imagine. And then maybe as they get older, they can kind of articulate a little more some of those fears.
Yes, and I think it's good not to discount those fears. Sometimes they'll just say, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. But listen to your children. I think that's important in any kind of thing that we're dealing with. And the clinginess, the hiding from storms, you know, trying to run away from it in some way. Even when storms aren't around, being fearful that something is going to happen. Something might happen to their parent, or something might happen to their house.
The skies get dark. And they start to wonder.
Yes, so listen to that and reassure them. And if they are clingy, don't push them away, but maybe give them a little more attention, maybe a little more one-on-one time for what they need. And as I said, if you remain calm, it will help them remain calm.
Right. Stay cool, calm, and collected. That's what we do. Thank you so much for coming in today. And of course, a lot of this information is going to be in the May issue of Tulsa Kids.